Dear students, this is Conversational English video lesson, Module 1, Talk in English. We have most often come across this instruction in our schools where our English language teacher encourages us to talk in English. The aim of this video lesson is the same, to make you talk in English. Firstly, there are only two things you should do. Beat and begin. Beat your fear and begin from today. Remember that you need not be highly educated to be able to speak in English. Secondly, you have to listen to a lot of English and read a lot of English too. You may know that there are four important skills LSRW. They are like the four wheels of a car. If the wheels of the car are aligned well, the ride will be smooth. So, also, if you pay attention, improve the four skills, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing, you can become comfortable with the English language. Also, remember that you need not be highly qualified or educated to be able to speak in English. So, let us cultivate the simple habit of listening and reading to be able to speak well in English. You can watch good English movies with subtitles, some cartoon movies, and also listen to good English songs. In this pandemic situation, you may not have access to any library, so just get hold of any English book you find in your home and start reading. In this module 1, there are two components. The first component is vocabulary. That is, I have given you some adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe a noun, and a few adverbs to say how near or far a place is, and a few more adverbs to say how something is done or executed. Now, adverbs are words that will modify a verb. Say, for example, you have a sentence like, he fought. Now you have to say, he fought how? He fought bravely. So, when you add more meaning to the verb, that becomes the adverb. So, bravely becomes the adverb of the verb fought. The second component here in this video lesson is everyday conversations that we come across in our day to day life. So, listen, learn, and talk in English. But let me tell you that by the end of this video lesson, I have provided a link to a movie related to today's topic. The name of the movie is My Fair Lady. To watch it because it is related to our topic. So, what is communication? Let us begin from the very beginning. Communication, as we all know, is a skill that you can learn. It's like riding a bicycle or typing. If you're willing to work at it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. That quotation is by Brian Tracy. So, communication is a skill that you can learn with conscious effort. And if you really are sincere in learning the art or the skill, you can improve on every aspect of your life. You can improve the quality of your life. Going on to the difference between conversation and communication. Conversation is a one-to-one correspondence or interaction. It is an informal talk. Communication, on the other hand, is a formal talk, and in communication, the response need not be immediate. It is between one person and a group. For example, public speaking is a wonderful model of communication. Why should we communicate? We just saw that communication is a skill which we have to harness. We just saw in the quotation that communication is something that we ought to learn in order to improve our living. We are basically social beings and we need to socialize. If we communicate effectively, we can keep our relationships going. But we should know what to say and how to say things. Most often we find that we have some initial hiccups. We hesitate. What is the reason? Why do we hesitate to speak? Because we don't know how to begin, where to start, is there a method, and why can't I speak? These questions torment us. We are often afraid and fear because we may be mocked for our mistakes. We also wonder if our grammar is adequate. We doubt the knowledge of the grammar that we have. And most often, we have the problem with the choice of words. What is the right word? The dilemma of the right word comes from our lack of the reading habit. And you also have this excuse to say that I am by nature a very timid person, so I don't really communicate. But we cannot hold on to the excuses that we have made. We have to begin a conversation somewhere. We begin a conversation when we want to know about something, when we want to know what kind or nature of someone or something is. We want to know who someone is by profession or by name. We might also want to know where something is to find out where a place is located, where a building is located, or what is the distance from a point. We would also like to know about how something functions and how something is done. So, these are the reasons why we need to communicate. Here are a few adjectives for you describing the physical appearance and giving you more information about the nature or quality of a person. Some adjectives are tall, short, dark, fair, plain, stylish, short, slim, dark, handsome, robust, and sometimes when you're describing the physical features of a face, you can use these words or phrases: broad forehead, pointed chin, hooked nose, so on and so forth. So, when you want to describe the nature of a person, you can use words like these: jovial, generous, amiable, grumpy, sensible, reliable, diligent, and gregarious. Now, what I want you to do is generate your own list of physical traits and qualities. For qualities, you can add words like nice, good, and you can go on and prepare a list for yourself. Now, here are a list of words and phrases to indicate distance for the question where. So, you can use words like far to indicate great distance, words like near, further, beside, beyond, adjacent, right next to, a stone's throw away, and within earshot. A stone's throw away and within earshot are idiomatic expressions. You can understand the meaning when it is used in a context. A stone's throw away and within earshot mean close by or near. You can use it in an example like this: my house is just a stone's throw away from the college. Within earshot. Don't worry, I will not go far away. I will be within earshot. Now, here are some conversations to help you talk in English. Let's begin with what. What is this? What are these? What are those? What is in that box? What is the color of your bag? What is it made of? Are some of the questions that you may come across in a day to day situation. The answers to these questions are mostly straight or direct. You could say, I don't know. This is a box. These are books. Those are vegetables. You can say to describe the color of something, you can just mention the names of colors. To say what something is made of, you can say it is made of wood, leather, or paper. For a question like what to do with this, you can say I don't know. You can simply treasure it or keep it safely. Here is an example of a where question. Where is the hospital? Suppose two of them are talking about a particular hospital. This is how the question is asked. Your response could be saying the location. The hospital is in Lospet. Then you can give a landmark. Where exactly in Lospet? You can say it is near the collector's office. You can give directions from where you are talking. Go straight, take the first left, turn right, and you will come across a zebra crossing or a square. Go further down the road and the hospital is adjacent to the petrol pump. Sometimes, when you're giving instructions, you can also ask a question. Do you know that tall building? And then go on to give your directions. Now, here are two examples of how questions. How does this device work? How did you make this dish? Write a recipe. Here are some responses to the questions asked above. Oh, it's simple. It's easy. Sometimes, when you don't know how a device functions, you can say, please go through the manual. I don't know exactly. Sometimes you can give instructions like press the button on the right side, wait for a few seconds, click the start button, so on and so forth. Now, here are a few verbs related to cooking. Words like cut, wash, fry. Fry can be shallow frying or deep frying. Steam, boil, stir, bake, saute, chop, knead, soak, etc. Here is a one question for you. When are you coming home? Or you can use you with other pronouns or even provide a name. When is he or she, mom or dad, sister coming home? Or you can name a person and ask. The responses could be I will be very late. She will be very late. Or like that. Or I will be early. I will be home by 6 in the evening. Maybe by Tuesday. Next month, perhaps. I cannot say, but I'll be there on time or I will be there for the function. Now you try asking a question with when. Here is a why question for you. Why didn't you call me? I was waiting for your call. The responses could be, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It was a bit late, so I didn't want to disturb you. I thought you'll be busy. I'm extremely sorry I kept you waiting. You try asking questions and provide responses. Here are some questions for you to give an appropriate answer for each. Some more questions that begin with do, does, and did. Do you know him? Or do you know her? Your response could be I don't know, or I think so. Yes, I do. Do you know how to operate this? Your response could be I think I know, if you really know how to operate it. Does she know you? Your response could be I doubt it, or she may not know me. Does it matter? I don't think it does. If your response is in the negative. Does your father work in the store? Your response could be yes, he does. Does he know me? I think so, because he mentioned your name. Did you go out last evening? No, I was at home. Did you see the timetable? No, not yet. Moving on to is and are questions. Is this or is that your cell phone? Is your sister a teacher? Is it cold? Is it? You can provide a word to complete that question. Are you alright? Are you okay? The response could be yes, I'm okay. Yes, I'm alright. Are you? Please complete that incomplete question with some suitable word and provide a response to it. Here are two more questions for you to listen and practice. Are there students on the campus? No, not many. Are the exams going on? Your response could be yes or no. Finally, here are three laws for you to keep. The first law is listen as often as you can to English. Second law, learn the language diligently. Third law, practice what you listen. We know that language has different dialects. In this movie, My Fair Lady, we understand that English language has many dialects. A professor of English takes up a challenge of transforming the dialect of a flower girl. How does he go about it? Does he succeed in his attempt? This movie is an adaptation of George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion. I would encourage you to also read the play as a part of our video lesson Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you all for listening to me. I will meet you again with yet another module. Thank you again.